how we rank them.
Okay, we're live.
What?
Yeah.
Are we already live?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can we go not live
Go
for a
for it.
second?
We're just testing.
What are we testing to?
I don't know.
What are we live on?
On this platform that he says that we're live.
So you're live on like
five-
That's great.
I
Can
need-
see us.
I need
We're
two-
live.
I need
now.
2 minutes. Chris, can you entertain
Freestyle.
whoever is watching? For 2 minutes, I'm gonna go to the... What are we live on?
I can hear that on his screen.
We're live on all platforms.
Amazing.
That's
Should we
great.
just stop?
So everybody, welcome to the live stream. I'm alone here. I don't know where Andy is. He's doing all sorts of weird stuff. So
I need to go
I
to-
will just.
Andy, you're in the background. Just so you know.
Like
I'll just
wherever you're walking.
Yeah, I know.
I would like to see it in 1080.
Okay, then I'm not
but
going
I don't
anywhere.
think we're actually streaming in 1080.
Just a little bit.
Let me just turn this off. Mute. So,
Andy, careful.
anyway, welcome to the show. Hope everyone is doing
Whatever.
great out there. Welcome to another edition of the CoTalks with my co-talker,
Co-talker.
host.
I like co-talker.
Andy Damian,
We don't host shit, we just talk.
the Hungarian Instagram influencer, god of social media. You like that? You like that one? Welcome to the show. How's everybody doing today? Are you doing good, Andy?
I'm doing great. I'm a little bit tired.
Why?
I stayed up to watch a little bit of NBA yesterday, or actually today in the morning, because the playoffs are going on now,
Okay.
and I just wanted to check out some of the
What's
games.
who are you rooting for? What's the team that you want to win?
Oh man, actually I'm rooting for a couple of different teams now. They're not like my favorite teams. They're just like, I'm just I just found them sympathetic, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just follow these on. But actually, I'm a huge Kevin Durant and Steph Curry fan, so I'm
Okay.
a Golden State fanboy.
Okay.
But actually, I just started to root for Golden State when Durant signed with them.
Okay.
Before that, I used to root for OKC. Oklahoma City Thunder.
I didn't even know Oklahoma City had a team. That's how far out I am of the basketball game.
The Seattle basketball team moved to Oklahoma.
The Seahawks.
Yes.
Wish I had a high five. with
See
them.
right here.
The of course the Seattle Spurs, right? No.
They were like Supersonics or Sonics.
The Seattle Sonics.
Hawk Riders.
Okay.
Hawk Riders. The Seattle Fishermen. The Seattle Foggy Fucking Days. The Seattle. This place is cold and wet.
Yeah.
Yes, I like Seattle actually. No offense to the Seattle fans out there. I actually really like Seattle. Seattle is one of my favorite cities.
Really?
Yeah, actually.
I heard it's the Copenhagen of the United States.
Copenhagen. It kind of feels like it actually. That's why they shot the Killing Game. there.
Killing Game?
I think it's called Killing Game.
What is the Killing Game?
Or wasn't it just The Killing?
The Killing?
The Killing, actually. It was actually a Danish show to start with,
Oh.
and then it went to the US, and then they, of course, shot it in Seattle.
So it is the
Right.
Copenhagen of
Yeah.
the United States. So how are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing well. It is the Wednesday before Easter vacation, so that's great. I'm going to spend some time with my family. Of course, I'll probably also work, because that's what I do. I love working, so I'll probably work, do some family stuff, find some Easter eggs, eat some food. What about you? Are you staying around here or what?
I'm staying around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be in the office actually.
Okay. Is
I'm hardworking.
is Easter a big thing in
No, it's not a bigger thing than in any other
In
like
Hungary?
Christian
Hungary?
Christian country.
No.
No, for me it's especially not a big thing. I don't believe in the bunny anymore. I don't know. Sorry guys if I spoil anything. But
You don't believe in the bunny?
yeah,
What about
Yeah.
Santa? Are you?
I'm a big fan of Santa.
Santa.
Until it gets me presents,
Okay.
Keep it bringing on.
This is a very weird topic for today, but
No.
it's good to get into it. I wanted to touch upon Instagram. That's what we're going to talk about
Yes.
today, because I don't know if you've noticed, at least I have, the last 2 weeks something's going on with Instagram. And I also alluded to this on my Instagram stories. I was like, who else is seeing this? Because engagement's down, likes are down, reach is down.
Yeah.
At least for me. Some people might be seeing some greater success there in the last couple weeks. I've seen some changes. I'm not too worried about it, but I think it's the fun part about being in social media, and also the downside about being in social media, is the fun side is that things are changing.
Yeah.
And that's also the downside, is that you kind of get comfortable and like, okay, this is working, and then you're putting one foot in front of the other. Sometimes you're running and things are like fantastic, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, this changed, and what is going on here, and this isn't working anymore. So I believe that social is a really big challenge. I think that's why there's also us, like an agency like us that does social, because it's very hard to keep up on the trends. It's very hard to keep up on what is actually working in the algorithms right this minute, right today, because it literally will change next week, a month, a year, whatever it is. So, but give me your experience. What are you seeing? When did you see things change? What do you think's going on, and what's up?
Okay, I used to be active on Instagram daily. I used to upload a post every day, and then I actually left that habit behind, and now I'm just uploading like 3 times a week or something. But it's just for my personal experimentation, and just like getting in a real touch with the whole platform, right?
Right.
What I experienced is that there was this like huge Facebook/Instagram outage in mid-March.
There's actually 2 outages, right?
Yeah, there were 2 outages, one recently and
One
then
in
one
April,
in March.
Wasn't it both in April?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, it was not. No, I think it was in the end of March or in like late March.
Okay.
Anyways, what I see is that reach was going down since the outage. So what my theory is that this is somehow connected. So the Instagram algorithm is changing, the platform is changing. They are making, every month they're updating something. They're working on new things, which are really interesting to me. And actually, I really specifically wanted to talk to you about the latest updates.
Okay.
But what I see is that reach and engagement is kind of going down. And what I could see in my profile is that reach from home or from your profile is going down. So what that means that less people who follow you see your posts from their feed.
Right.
You experienced quite the opposite, because we just talked about it the other day, and you said that you have the opposite. You have less reach from hashtags.
I have way less reach from hashtags lately. I've been digging into my data, as anybody should. If you are listening and you're in the social media game and you're not looking at your analytics, what are you doing? You need to re-examine your life. You need to take a hard look in the mirror and see what the hell's going on with your life. No, honestly, if you're not looking at your analytics, you're not digging into your data, you're not seeing where there's improvements. What are you doing in this game? Are you just talking, shit all the time, or are you actually trying to reach people and engage with people and build your brand, whether you're a company or you're a personal brand? We have so many, and I get frustrated actually sometimes with marketers because we have so much data at our fingertips. Literally,
we do.
You just have to swipe, look at a photo, see what's the reach on all platforms. Literally, like the data is unbelievable. And I think that if you're not looking at it, you're not doing a proper job. So I'm calling out all you marketers that aren't looking at their data. But I've noticed the data on the hashtag side. I've seen massive decreases in reach, literally going from reaching thousands of people to reaching nobody.
That's crazy, though.
Like, that's a big swing, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what is up. I need to do some testing. I need to
switch things up.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not here to complain about it. I think that's also the misstep that a lot of marketers, influencers are like, oh man, my reach is so down.
You just need to adjust.
You just need to adjust. Like, stop complaining, go figure it out, test it, see, okay, which hashtag works better, which doesn't. And that's the situation that we're in, I think, and a lot of probably influencers or marketing people or brands are probably experiencing some of the same things that we are. and now it's back into the lab. You know, it's
Yeah.
time to go back into the lab, figure out what the hell's going on.
I think you should be in the lab constantly. I
Yeah,
think you should keep
That's a
on
good way of looking
improving
at it.
your game. You should keep like at least one foot in the lab.
I like this. We need T-shirts. 1 foot in the lab.
One foot in the lab.
Yes, at all times. You must keep 1 foot in the lab at all times, right?
Yes,
That's
this
a
is
good
what
one,
I
man.
believe in.
Whoever's listening, if there is anybody listening, I don't think anybody's listening. 2 people. We have 2 people watching, Andy.
I hope they are from our office.
They're probably not. You know, comment below if you want T-shirts made. 1 foot in the lab. That's
One
a-
foot in the lab.
1 foot in the lab. If
Keep
you want.
1 foot in it.
Keep 1 foot in the lab. I'm writing it down right now. We're gonna use it. It's gonna be a fantastic. Whoa!
That was weird. I heard something weird.
What are you doing to us? Renners is our technician today, and he's pumping audio. He's pumping dance tunes.
All good.
Anyway, so keep 1 foot in the lab. So that's a good look on social media in general and marketing and business. You know, you always
Yeah.
have to be testing and keeping 1 foot in the laboratory, while the other foot is actually executing on the experiments that you're actually performing or actually doing. So, good one. And so, what do you think this means for social media or means for Instagram? What do you think is going to happen over the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks or a month or 10 months or what do you think?
Okay, I think in the next 3 weeks or something, nothing really will happen. I think people will just start figuring out how to adjust. I think there is something new going on with, I don't know if you heard about it, but there's this new update as well, where you can actually add alt text to your Instagram.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, are you using it?
I've used it once or twice. I mean, it's an accessibility thing, right? It's like you're adding alt text so that people who are blind, and no offense to people who are blind, but people who are blind are on Instagram, which I find extremely interesting. Like,
It's not only for people who are
no,
blind.
I know it's for search engines,
Yes,
but
it's for
essentially,
search engines,
like,
most essentially.
it's like it's a funny thing because, you know, there are obviously people who are sight impaired that are using these tools, which is so funny because we as marketers, we think of things very visually. Like, what does it look visually? Like, how does it perform that way? But there's a large section of the population
Who's listening to things?
who doesn't actually do that, which is actually kind of a plug for podcasts or for whatever it is, like, because there's a large section of people that don't consume things visually. So I think that's a really interesting thing. And I think on the search side, I think if you really want to, you know, beef up your chances of being ranked for something, because it will be indexed, I think it's probably a competitive advantage if you decide to go out and start doing these things. Have you started doing it, adding alt text?
No, I actually just I had like a quick check-in with myself actually lately.
You
And
check
I
in
was
with
like,
yourself?
okay, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, am I keeping 1 foot in the lab or not?
Ah.
And I quickly realized that I need to increase the amount of my foot that I'm keeping in the lab.
So you need to do more experiments.
Yes, I need to do more experimenting in terms of adjusting hashtag volumes, in terms of starting to use alt text, in terms of sharing the picture on different platforms, because as you may know, guys, or as you may know, Chris, Facebook and Instagram's algorithms are also rewarding if the post is actually distributed on different channels as well.
Right.
Because of course, ultimately, that will channel some traffic to their platform, and what they ultimately want is that
More people
should,
coming.
more
Yeah.
people coming, more people spending time on their platform and staying as long as possible.
Yeah.
The interesting thing, what I actually read about lately, is that Instagram and actually all social platforms, they use a thing called the casino effect, that is about creating a balance between failure and success.
Mm.
Because your brain is actually just wired to release dopamines whenever you are rewarded. It can be a social reward, it can be a performance reward. likes, for example.
Right.
Likes. Instagram will sometimes just put you on the failing side. No matter what happens to your post, no matter how you optimize it, you're gonna just lose or miss out on that post.
Oh.
So you're gonna have
I
like
love
this
this.
fail experience, and
They
when
don't
you-
want us to win.
no. They just want to keep you.
PJ Khaled shout out. No.
They just want you. They just want to keep you in the loop. They just want you to.
They want you to
Constantly
go
work on
in.
it.
They want you to go in and ooh.
Yeah.
That's sneaky.
Yeah.
Do you think that's shady business practice?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, they're basically feeding your addiction, and they're basically saying, okay, you can't win all the time.
Yeah.
Because if you do win all the time, then it gets
You will
less
lose your
fun.
interest.
You'll lose your interest.
Yeah.
So they want you
To lose.
They want you to not have as much reach.
It's kind of like a hooked 2.0.
Oh. So take that in mind, people. I mean, basically, Instagram is purposely screwing with you to make you come back, to make you engage more, to make you change up your strategy, to keep you continually working on it.
Of course, if you are failing constantly, then you just suck, and you really need to change. your
No,
habits.
but then they're gonna mix it up and be like, okay, now you're winning, and then you like feel this high,
Yeah.
this roller coaster, this dopamine high, like I'm the greatest in the world.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden it's like back down every few months. That might be what's going on. Maybe I'm on a downswing right now.
It's really bad if I'm thinking about it. Like they're just playing around with people's actual feelings.
Yes, true. And
Instagram
also
is breaking
people's
my
business,
heart.
but also in people's businesses. Like from
Yeah.
our side, like we depend on producing results, right? That's what we give customers, opportunities. We develop opportunities for them, and if Instagram is affecting that on purpose, so that we spend more money, spend more time, spend more energy, that's not great. Like that's
It is
that's a little shady for our business, because it could potentially put us into conflict with our customers, because they'll be like, "Hey, what happened, man?
Yeah.
You guys were producing these results. Now you're not. What are you doing? Are you screwing up our account? Are you not performing your best?" And the truth is like you got to go to them. And could you believe it if we went to our customers and said, "Instagram doesn't want us to win,"
No, they would
and
be
tell
like,
them like, "This is the casino effect. They saw you winning for a little while, then they don't want you to win, so you sit here at this slot machine
yeah.
and keep giving the keep pulling the arm." Is that what's going on? Because like,
I think it's legendary.
it's a good conspiracy theory. I don't know if I can believe it though, but it makes somewhat sense.
I mean,
I
it
mean,
just
it makes
comes from
somewhat
your
sense.
brain. That's
Yeah.
how you're wired. Like
That's
that
interesting.
there is hooked. So likes and all these dopamine sources, these feedbacks are all giving you emotional rewards.
Yes, that's what it's
And
built
that's the
on.
first step. And then the second step is keeping you in the loop, in the rat race of
Man.
social media.
This is
This should
is
be like
messed
a
up.
book.
This should be a book. The
Right.
algorithm rat race.
Algorithm rat race.
Actually, I was tweeting a friend of mine, Pat Kitchell. Shout out to Pat, who we've had on the podcast before.
Yeah.
Yesterday, because he tweeted something like "Society is the algorithm," and then some
What?
other stuff. I was like, okay, this is some Noam Chomsky type stuff. I don't know what exactly he's
Sounds pretty deep.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell is he talking about? Let me see if I can find the tweet, because it was a little bit. Left of center. He does that though. He's a provocateur, Pat. He's very good at that. He's very good, and he's a brilliant man, because he kind of touches on things before they happen. He's kind of a good. He's got a good a barometer, or sort of. He's got a
Yeah.
good. The sky is falling, sort of. But actually it is. Let's just see here. Where is it?
So the sky is falling.
Well, he's not saying the sky is falling, but I think he's quite vocal about when things are not working. So
Mhm.
his is like, society is the algorithm. You are just a click. You are just a click rate.
Wow.
Which I'm like, I don't really fully understand it. We're gonna have to have Pat on to explain this to me. I am just not smart enough to decode this, but I'm guessing what he's saying is that society is the algorithm. Meaning, like, if you're trying to beat society, or society's determining who is winning and who's losing,
Yeah.
and you are just a click rate. You are just the amount of clicks. I don't understand this, Pat. You're gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to call you on the weekend here during Easter and be like, "Can you explain this to me?" Because I am too stupid to get this.
We should have Pat on the podcast again.
We should have that. So things are changing in Instagram. They might be screwing with us. They might be saying, "You do not win now. No winning for you. You did not win."
Yeah, but
What do we do about that? Or if you're a brand out there and you're experiencing these things, what can you do to turn the tables? What can you do to win at the casino of Instagram?
look for silver linings.
Playbook, that was a good movie. I like that. No.
Yeah. Look
Tell
for
me the
silver
truth.
linings. I mean, like, for real. Look, there are positive things. IG is pushing IGTV through the roof. They put it in the front of Explore page. They added all these IGTV video previews to everyone's feed and to everyone's
So go hard on
profile.
IGTV.
Go
right now.
hard on IGTV. It's still like, I think people were not really that. The first movers were there already, like in the first phase when they aired IGTV. We also experimented with IGTV. You also still experiment with IGTV. I don't know how much traction you get from it, but I'm actually really thinking about utilizing it myself as well. And I think businesses have a tremendous amount of potential going on currently with IGTV. If you're a business out there and you're not utilizing on IGTV and on the growing potential of this section of the IG platform, then you should do it, because it's going to be huge. IG is pushing for it. IG is going to tackle YouTube with it.
Yeah.
And IG and ultimately Facebook is like, they're not rolling with shit.
Right.
They went for it. They are on the road to kill Snapchat. They are on the road to taking on Shopify with their new shopping platform.
Yes.
And they already took on YouTube
Yeah.
with IGTV, and they are not afraid.
Right. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think the IGTV is a place that is the silver lining, like you said. It's not as saturated right now. I'm actually surprised that more brands haven't gone full into it, because it's quite easy. I mean, if you can repurpose a lot of different content
Yeah.
that you've already created for IGTV, like brands like YouTube like brands that are big on YouTube could basically start taking all their stuff into it. I mean, they have to be the 9:16 format, so you have to
Yeah,
figure that
play around a
out.
little bit.
But I think that's fairly easy. That's just an edit. So I think IGTV is a good one. I actually spoke last year at this time in Romania at a conference, and they asked me, "What do you think the future of Instagram is?" And I said straight up, "It's Instagram TV."
I believe so.
Yeah, and that was a year ago, and I think now we're kind of seeing that play out, because I said, that's where they want people. Like, they want now people to spend, instead of spending 3 minutes scrolling the feed and looking at things, they want people to spend 10 minutes watching an IGTV, because now they can start serving up ads there, right? They're
Yeah.
going to start serving up skippable ads.
Ultimate monetization.
Or like ads between IGTVs, and they're gonna want to go that route, because now instead of spending time in the feed, they also have Instagram stories going. Like, they want that third wing of advertising dollars, right? And now they're missing out on long form video, and IGTV is that. So I think that you're right. I think they're pushing that. I think they want that to happen. So as a brand, if you're listening out there, or an influencer or a personal brand or whatever, get into IGTV now. Really figure it out. Figure out what's working there, and try to build up your brand doing something there. The shitty thing, I would say, about IGTV versus a YouTube or something like that, because I believe that YouTube is so great as a long form video platform because it is searchable. Right, so and the search results are going into Google. That's not really the case
Yeah.
with Instagram.
But IGTV is constantly updated.
Yeah, but so is YouTube essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's still being constantly updated, and you get new tools. I mean, YouTube released stories. What was it, 2 months ago? Like
But
last.
what is it
week.
doing for YouTube? I don't understand stories on YouTube.
It's
I
just
never
another
watched
way
one.
for the YouTubers to engage with their audience. I think it works well. I actually follow a few people.
Really?
Yeah, and they do some good stuff, and it's
Okay.
they do like it's also good when it comes down to they'll do previews of their new stuff, like what are they
Mhm.
working on, and it kind
Like
of is like a
teasers.
free teaser.
Yeah.
It actually works
Hmm.
quite well. I think
Interesting.
I think it's good. I mean, it's exactly like IG, stories.
What if like vlogging will actually move to YouTube stories, like micro vlogging?
But I think that's the idea.
Yeah.
I think but I think you'll still have your large vlogs. But I think
on,
I mean,
on YouTube.
but
yeah.
I mean, you're seeing some of the biggest vloggers quit it. I mean, it's,
Yeah, that's
Casey
true.
did for a while, and Logan Paul's gone now, and like all these big time vloggers. I mean, it still exists, but I think
They are
vlogging.
irrelevant now.
Well, I think vlogging in general. I mean, as you see, and we've talked about this before, as you see big media players, the New York Times, CNN,
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Well, yeah, you can say he's a media brand. As you see these guys, Kevin Hart. I mean, his show. As you see these
I love the guy.
large productions, they've now said this is TV.
Yeah.
YouTube is TV. I will say it a billion times. YouTube is television. As you see these television productions move to YouTube, there's less room for these vloggers. There's less room for that kind of content. People are now just consuming television on YouTube. And that's going to change everything for the YouTube platform. So maybe vloggers move to YouTube stories or whatever the hell it's called, right? And do some sort of things there. But I don't know if they can monetize that. That's the thing that's been really powerful for YouTube is that it's a monetizable platform. You can make money on it.
Yeah.
That's why it's probably the only platform that you can actually make money on. Other
No,
than
Facebook is improving its monetization.
Yeah, okay, it's coming, but it's like long
It's available
time.
in India.
Well, I don't know, but it's been a long time coming. And then the other ways has, of course, been Instagram. I mean, you basically make money through sponsorships and ad deals and stuff like that, which can actually be quite lucrative. But you could also do the same on YouTube. So, I mean, like,
True.
that has always been an available thing for content creators.
And they always utilized it.
And they've always utilized it. So, I mean, YouTube is and Twitch are literally the best places for a creator in my
Twitch
mind,
is like the best place
to
at the
make
moment.
money on content creation, which they should. And I think that's better in my mind. I mean, no offense to Instagram influencers. I know you also do some sponsorship deals and stuff like that, and so I have dabbled in that a little bit, not as much, but I believe that you are better, or I would say that's not the right word. I give props to YouTube creators.
Me too.
Most of them create a ton of good content.
Serious
That's
effort.
very hard to produce, and it's I give them total props. But there's some Instagram influencers that I'm just like, really, you got 100,000 for that one post? Like, you should not have gotten that.
All those babe accounts.
Yeah, there's some brand and as a brand, or if I was an advisor to that brand, I would have said, that is, you're throwing money in the garbage. You might as well just open up the toilet and flush it, because that is a complete waste of time. And I've seen it so many times. The brand does not. I mean, the influencer doesn't offer up the right data.
Yeah.
Nobody's there to actually analyze the data properly, to actually think, is this the right audience? Is this the right influencer? Does this content make sense with this brand, with this person? You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, we better
Shitty execution.
Yeah, it's just like, we better get into influencer marketing. Okay, dump 100,000 into this person, and it doesn't equal anything. On the flip side, there's also lots of successes, but I've seen a lot of failures.
I think it's going
But
to
that's
even
with
grow
that's with
more.
any marketing thing. So
I
we'll
think
see.
micro influencer marketing will be doubling up in terms of market size.
Yeah.
As shoppable tags will come in, and
Yeah.
they are coming in already. And Instagram I think Instagram has already launched It's shopping platform. I mentioned it earlier. They're taking on Shopify with it, and I think
Are they taking on Shopify, or are they just?
I think they're about to take on Shopify. I think they are going to take market share from Shopify.
I wonder about that because I'm actually just in the process of launching a Shopify store, and I'm wondering if I should say screw it and just go all Instagram.
Is it GG?
GG?
The Shopify store that we talked about?
No. This is secret stuff. Oh, Andy. No, actually, I messaged. Okay, not to get off topic, but I wanted to release a product here, and I mean, yeah. Let's just say it's for the gamers. It's a product for gamers, and I actually contacted somebody on Instagram that has the domain name that I want.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't heard from her, so
Oh, fuck
she might
that.
be like, no. But man, I got so much going on. Like, really, I should focus on the one product and my own products that I actually have some control over versus like creating some new shit. But anyway, so in terms of what do you think is then? So you think, just wrapping up here on this topic, you think that IGTV is a good way forward
Yes.
for brands, but don't you think that's going to take more effort because you literally have to produce then
Just move your
good
YouTube
video
money.
content. Move it.
Okay, not move, but like
But yeah, but okay.
take
that's
20% of your YouTube money and put it into IGTV.
So produce less YouTube, but then put that money towards recutting your YouTube.
Yeah. Or okay, this is like if you are like crunching down on the numbers, but I would say that like keep your YouTube money, increase it if you can,
Yep.
plus put in IGTV money on your IG money.
Okay.
I think IGTV takes experimentation. It will still take time for creators and for brands to figure out it.
Yeah.
But Instagram is pushing it. Instagram is constantly improving it. Instagram just added a new IGTV Explore page that is much likely a copy of Snapchat's Explore page actually.
Okay.
But anyways, it gives much better possibilities for people to actually
I've
explore
seen
new
this.
content, and I think they are just releasing it now. It
Okay.
depends. Probably if you're in Germany, you already had it. If you are in Denmark, you probably maybe don't. Depends on where you are. But they're releasing it now, and it will be much more easier to search on IGTV because I think it was really annoying when you just had to like swipe up to see videos, and it was like you had like a very limited amount of things to choose from.
Is there a way to watch IGTV from your desktop?
I don't know. I never checked.
Interesting.
You see, I need to put back my foot in the lab.
Yeah. But I think there's a lot going on. I think every platform's releasing new stuff all the time, and it's hard to keep up, right? And that's our job as an agency and as social media people. But oftentimes I'm like, oh, that's new, that's new.
Yeah,
It's constant updates.
it's super hard to keep up with
Which is
it.
good, which I think is the way it should be. So one of the things that I wanted to ask you off the back of this is, do you remember your first Instagram post?
Oh, yes.
What was it? I'm going to scroll to it right now. And how can you tell me the story behind it?
I think my first Instagram post. Oh, I remember it. I was sitting down with my good friend Balázs. He's a Hungarian guy, so this is why his name sounds so weird in an English context. But
I like his name.
we were just making some goulash. It was like we are really good bros, and we had like this small Hungarian get together, and like, okay, let's do some like Hungarian stuff. I was living back in Aarhus. It was a weird time, but then we were just hanging out, and then I decided like, okay, I'm gonna start doing Instagram, and I'm gonna just. I had Instagram before, but I always used it only like as a personal account. I never really did anything. I never used hashtags. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing Instagram now, and we did the goulash, and I just took like, I just took a flat lay picture of my food,
Right.
And I don't know if I deleted it already, but I think it's maybe still on my account.
It's not here, bro.
Okay, but that was the first. That was the first post on my account. I
You
deleted.
deleted it.
I deleted. I deleted.
And when was the? Do you remember when you took it? What was the day? Like or around?
I think it was. I think it was almost 3 years ago. Almost 3 years ago. When I started my current account.
Well, I got your most recent, or your like the one that you have up there right now.
Yeah.
Is December 25th, 2015.
Shit.
Which is no, not quite 4 years ago. Three and a bit,
Yeah.
right?
That
Isn't
makes
right?
sense.
Yeah. So 3 and a bit.
Wow.
And it was, I spent an amazing day with the best sister who I can imagine for myself. Long walks and talks
Aw.
for a long time apart.
And that's on the riverside, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that.
What a
picture.
sweet Instagram post, man.
I love my sister. Shout out to my sister. Love ya.
Is her name Charlie?
No. That's hers. Her horse's name.
Oh, so her horse has an
And
Instagram.
she initially created an Instagram for her horse, but then it became like her personal account.
Okay.
And then like the name means that it's Charlie Twisted Leg or something like that.
Great name for a horse. Charlie Twisted Leg. Good old Charlie Twisted Leg. Fastest horse in the West. Jesus. Okay, so that was your first one. Very sweet, man. How old's your sister?
She's 13 years older than me, so she's 38 now.
Oh, nice, getting old.
Yeah.
Like me. Old like me. I'm going to tell you the first one of mine. I believe mine, and I'm just going to try to scroll to it now. I believe mine is like a fork and a knife.
What?
And like a napkin. It's just like
So it all comes down to food stuff.
super. Yeah, exactly. I was like, I believe that we were in Paris. Me, my wife, and two of our friends.
Oh, that's nice.
And we were in the district just below Sacré-Cœur.
Oh.
You know what I mean? In that area, which is super nice. I love that area of Paris. I love Paris in general, which is, it's sad to hear the news or see the news this last week with Notre Dame. But so we were in Paris. I love Paris, and we were at some restaurant, and I knew about Instagram. Like I've been sort of following it and doing some stuff, and I knew that it was really lots of food. Like a lot of food porn. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get into this thing. I'm gonna take a photo. I'm on traveling here.
Yeah.
Let's see what sort of thing I can do here. So I did, and I think I was even using like Instagram or something. Like
wow, next level.
We're talking way back in the day. We're going way back here actually. So, and then
When was that? In like
I'm trying to get to
2015
it,
or?
but it was a long time ago. I mean, just going through my Instagram now, it's.
For how
Have you ever
long?
done that? Have you ever scrolled through your old Instagram or somebody else's?
Yeah.
And just like go back as many years as possible and see like what the hell were they posting?
I'm not that interested in other people's Instagrams, but I do scroll through mine from time to time. I like to remind myself of the growth curve.
Is it all about that? It's not like documentation. It's all about like seeing the results or what?
No, in terms of like my own like personal development, I would say. So like kind of for me, documentation is like about milestones and about like seeing like where I started from and where I'm going to and how's it going.
Okay, interesting.
You never did that?
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't really go back that far and see. I mean, I don't really go back that far and see how did I perform. Likes wise or
Oh no, not like that. I mean performance or
like how good
like
you're gotten
yeah,
at photography.
Yes, yeah, like development in photography.
That's an interesting one, yeah. I think I want to start a website actually that's like firstgram.com.
First gram.
And just like, because I bet you there's a lot of people.
Sounds drug related.
First gram. I want to start a website. I don't even know if firstgram.com is taken, but firstgram could be an interesting idea where you just put in some username and you actually instantly get their first gram.
That would be a cool.
I'm
website.
already gonna register it, so nobody fucking take it if you're listening. I will hunt you down. Everyone's already registered it, right? The 2 people that are listening. Let's just see here. So I can't even get to my first one. Like the website, like it's so far back. It's so many posts. Like, how many posts do you have on Instagram?
500 something.
Oh, that's a lot.
Okay.
I think I'm at like 9, almost 1,000.
Wow.
And so it takes a while to get to the back here, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of videos that are loading.
Well, I've posted daily for almost 2 years.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
What's your favorite thing to post on Instagram? Like, what's your Instagram about, really?
I feel my Instagram is about travel photography, nature photography, city photography. It's initially my Instagram was about me, and then it turned into me taking pictures of the city I'm living in.
Yep.
I took pictures of Budapest, and then I took pictures of Copenhagen, and then I moved into travel as I started to travel. So now I'm taking pictures of places where I'm going to.
Yeah.
And yeah, now I also have like one part of my grid is about me.
Yeah.
It's initially it was a tactical move from me to like put that grid in. Like I wanted to have some fashion collaborations, and then to move into fashion, you need to have yourself or someone who's wearing clothes like featured in a gallery.
All right.
And I wanted to like prepare my audience for that kind of content. So I did this.
So what was your idea there? Why did you want to get into fashion?
I wanted to monetize Instagram somehow.
So you thought like you would become a fashion influencer?
I don't want to become a fashion influencer. I just want to have like free accessories or clothing or something. And ultimately, if you want to like, for example, collaborate with hotels, for example,
Yeah.
you can take pictures of the hotel as well. But like, you have much better storytelling potentials and much better like potential in terms of developing a personal or emotional connection with your followers or with your audience if you have a person involved in this whole thing. So I
Yeah.
started showing up in my Insta stories more, and I started showing up in my posts more.
Okay.
For me, it was a fully tactical move, full on. When I started doing it, I was, oh my god, I was super uncomfortable in front of the camera. I was like, I don't want to do this. I was always pissed in these photo shoots because I was so uncomfortable. But I was like, yeah, I want to do this because I need to do this. I felt like I need to do this.
Yeah. And how do you monetize an Instagram account?
I'm not monetizing it at the moment in any way.
And how do you do it? Like, because you've done it somewhat. And
Well, I did some brand collaborations, and I got some photo shoots out of it, some projects that I worked on. People reach out to me like, hey, you take great pictures, you want to take pictures for my brand, or do you want to do this or that? I worked with
so they
tourist-
come directly to you.
Yeah,
Like you've built an audience, and then they come directly to you and say, "Hey, can we?"
yes, kind of.
And so you don't reach out to them and try to build those things.
Not necessarily. If I really like a product or if I really like a brand or something, I might drop them a message like, hey, can you give me some free stuff in exchange of collaboration? But you could monetize easily. Like there are these influencer platforms nowadays where you can actually get really like paid a small amount of money per post if you are above, I don't know, 5,000 followers or something.
Right.
And as you start to have more and more followers, you can take part in larger and larger projects and better collaborations. Yeah, nowadays it's super easy to monetize influencer marketing, but I don't want to do that because I feel like I have a job, I have an income, I actually have everything I would like to have, and at the moment I don't see collaborations out there that would be kind of like realistic and worth it for me
No.
to
Okay.
wreck my Instagram with. I don't want to sell out.
So you think it's a sellout move if you like start? I think it can be, but don't you think like okay, but we haven't seen those things on people like Kim Kardashian or things like that. Like they've been able to do this and have no problems like selling
What?
out
No, because they sold out like
years ago.
right,
So we're
yes.
just like
when they sold out, there were people saying this is sellout. Now it's just normal.
Do you think we should sell out? That's what I'm asking you.
Hmm.
Should we just go full on? Like we went
Full on sellout.
we went-
Hashtag sellout.
We went full influencer.
I mean, you can do it.
What?
You can do it in an authentic way. You can say like, "Yo, I need these products or I need this money." So if you have a reason to sell out, I think your audience, and if you have a good enough connection with your audience, will understand and will resonate with it in a positive way. But if you are not communicating it, or if you are not like transparent about it, then like you
Anybody's watching, any brands, I will sell out. We'll do a sellout week to see what
Really?
happens. Yeah, I would love to do that. That'd be an amazing.
That's a nice
experiment.
experiment, though.
Just to sell out, just hawk whatever products.
What are you going to sell out for?
I don't care.
Do you need
Whatever.
like a Paul Hewitt watch or like?
I don't care what it is. Like I'll
you should
literally,
drop like a Daniel Wellington watch.
If anybody's watching, I will sell out for a week. We'll do a sellout week. We'll call it like Chris's sellout week. We'll Cubby's sellout week. Cubby's, something else. We gotta find some cash
Cash-in week,
in week. I cash in on my.
copy and cash.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see, like, I don't care about the money. I'll give away the money to charity. I'll give away the products to charity. I don't care.
That would be cool, though.
I just want to see, like, what happens? Like, what happens if you were to full sellout? Would it work? Would it not? I think that's a nice idea.
That's a nice idea, yeah.
So if anybody's listening, I'm going to go actually on my Instagram and tell people next, like, we'll arrange it. It'll be a couple, whenever we can. And literally, I just want to sell out. And just give all the stuff away. Like, give it to me in monetary value. I don't care what it is, but I'm just going to sell out. I will hawk your product. I will hawk whatever you got. I will hawk
And you
it,
will give it to charity.
and I'll give it all to charity, whatever it is. But I don't want accesses to platforms and stuff. I can't give that away to charity.
Yeah.
That's like, what can I do with that? It's got to be cash or products. that
Cash
I
or
can
products.
sell. Like I can maybe sell the product, or like and make an auction and be like, here, I'll sign. I'm that famous, right? I'll sign your friggin' whatever it is.
That would be cool, though.
You think so?
I mean, I
gonna
don't know.
sell
What's
it.
your connection with your audience? Do you feel comfortable with your audience?
Yeah, very. Like we're tight.
So who's watching now? Do we have two viewers?
Yeah, nobody. It's me and you, man.
Yeah.
We're just talking to nobody.
I love that.
Yes.
It's very intimate. And runners.
And Renners who's listening, which is fine. Anyways, this is I've got a good connection with the audience. I think they'll understand completely what this is about.
Maybe you should actually organize a charity stuff. I think it could be really cool
Yeah.
to
Let's see.
activate the whole thing, and like it could go to charity. It's a really nice cause, and I think it's also fun.
It could be fun to see what happens.
Like I saw that Hannah did some kind of charity on her Instagram, something like that. She's working with
She
charity.
did. I didn't give her any money though. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
No.
Good job, man.
No.
No, you can't take credit.
I'm poor.
I
I'm
gave
poor,
her.
guys.
I'm
You should
lending her-
organize a charity for me.
The Andy charity. Give money to Andy charity.
The Andy Foundation.
I lent her a foosball table this weekend. For
Okay,
her
so you did your
for her
part.
charity event.
You did your
I
part
did,
then.
well, I don't think that was a very big part, but all right. So that's just wrapping up here for those 3 people listening. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it.
Who is
It's-
listening now?
it's
Please, guys,
amazing.
leave a comment. We want to get
Thank you
in touch
so
with
much.
you.
It's 2 people, man. It's you and me. That's it. There's 2 people watching. One is me, and probably one is our stream channel.
No.
Nobody's watching. That is okay.
I'm disappointed.
I will watch this on my own. I'll just rewatch it. So, just to recap, gotta be in the lab. Keep one foot in the lab at all times, folks. The Instagram algorithm is changing. If you want to break through the noise, Instagram TV is a good option.
I believe so.
And and so keep your head up, work hard, do what you can. Don't get caught in the casino of algorithms of Instagram.
Don't take it personal.
Don't take it personally. Work it out. Try to find the right approaches. And if you're an influencer, what are you playing with over there, Renners?
But wait, Chris, I think now that we're talking about Instagram marketing, we should maybe try to at least plug the upcoming Instagram marketing content that we are about to create
I'm crazy.
on your YouTube.
I'm going more into Instagram marketing on my YouTube. If you're following me on YouTube already, thank you so much. If you're not, it is youtube.com/Chris Cubby. Go see me there. We're going to create actually much more content on my YouTube channel regarding Instagram algorithms, regarding Instagram marketing, how to monetize your Instagram, all that kind of great stuff. And I think we're going to do it weekly. That's my aim. That's my goal. I do run a business, but I'm committed to one video a week to teach you guys about Instagram and also Facebook. And we'll do a ton of different things, but Instagram will be one of the big ones we dive into, because I feel like there's a lot of people that have a lot of questions regarding Instagram. So I want to help you guys out. So thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much,
Thanks
guys.
for co-hosting, and for you, those of you listening, please like, subscribe, share, comment, hit that bell button, hit that subscribe button, whatever you got to do. Bash your head into your phone to do to get this content weekly, daily, monthly, whatever schedule you like. Daily content. So thank you so much for listening. Adios, amigos.
Bye bye.